legacy that's long. That's the legend of the Armstrongs. Questions get answered, oh, you didn't know? Let's start the show.
Welcome back to the show. It is Road Dogg and Casio, and you're listening. Who?
Oh, you didn't know? I didn't know that
You got breaking news.
my hot water pipe busted it.
Oh, great.
What
a great way to start.
Yeah, good. Congratulations,
You keep
guys.
reading that. I'll keep going. Follow us on social media at Brian R.D. James, at the Casio Kid, at Oh You Didn't Know. Thanks for everyone who is listening to this early and ad-free at adfreeshows.com.
Thank you.
Everybody else, thank you for listening on your Thursday or whenever you're consuming this podcast.
We love you guys.
Well, Dogg, welcome to an edition of Ask Dogg Anything.
Anything, man. That's the word that scares me. But look, I've learned to love these because the fans have some interesting. Well, they're interesting to me because they're foreign to me. Like their perspective is foreign to me because I don't think like they do much. I think like I do much. And so it's interesting to hear things, especially when they're serious or when they're jovial and we just have a good time with it. So I've learned to love a good Ask Dogg Anything.
Well, let's get into the meme of the week to keep us in a good mood and jovial, as you say. Meme of the week. Throw it up. Meme of the week. Hairdresser, what do you want? Ronda Rousey. Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody.
And the hairdresser said,
I got you, girl.
Yeah, and she spelt girl wrong, too. What a stupid hairdresser.
Look at that. Is that Road Dogg-esque?
Yes, very esque, man. But, you know, hey, real recognize real, dog. I don't even know what that means. I apologize.
Real recognize real, son.
I used it grammatically correct. Yeah. If there is a way to use that statement grammatically correct.
I think you, I think you pulled it off. I'm excited. I pulled off this purchase over the weekend.
Oh, look at there.
Road Dogg, would you like to take a guess on how much this figure is? This is of you.
It's got those blue kick pads.
Look at that. RD on the side.
Yeah. I liked those. I liked that gear.
Now, look, it's the worst face I've ever seen on a figure. You can't see it.
Look, that's debatable. My mom would beg to differ.
Yeah, you look like somebody drew Undertaker, like a toddler.
Like a 7-year-old. Yeah, I get that. But, I mean, look, it's an action figure. Like it's of me, apparently, supposedly.
What year was this?
And it has muscles on it. So look, you can make the face ugly as you want to, and the tattoo's incorrect. But thank you for making the muscles on
1998
all of my
Jax
action figures.
Well, 1998, you made some dollars off this.
Applejack should have stuck to cereal. You know what I mean? That's what happened. I don't know. Like you said that earlier, and I thought, I don't know, that's a pretty cool action figure.
Well, it's better than one I got, which is none. I do have a fan-made pop figure back there. But I don't have an action figure.
Don't say that about yourself.
Look at that. Are you ready on the back?
The future is bright and the day is young, son.
You still have that bandana?
Yeah.
$7.99, my friends.
No way. I was going to say 99 cents. I'm not even kidding. Was it in a wrapper? Or was it just like that? It was loose.
It was in a
you got a gram of blow with it. Okay, cool.
Road Dogg, $7.
And gram of blow, 50. Thank you, sir. I don't know.
Got some of that good Road Dogg, son.
I got that Khalifa.
Khalifa.
I'm not sure.
Or we're gonna make sure he can be seen from now on. But
Road Dogg it was $7.99.
$7 even.
Oh,
I thought it was $7.99.
Sorry.
$7.
Yeah.
Worth every penny.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I would rather it be $7 than 8, 9, or 10.
Really?
Yep.
So you thought they had it priced right?
100%. 7 is the best number ever.
Don wants that as a new shirt. It just says Road Dogg, $7.
Yeah, I would. People have paid less for me. I'll tell you that much.
You've given it away for free, my friend. All right, we're going to get into an Ask Dog Anything where we answer all of your questions. All of your questions. I have previewed some of them. You've seen some of them online as well.
Yep.
And I can't wait to get into some of them because it's going to be fun.
I can't wait to see.
And some of them are not going to be fun.
Some of them are. They're all going to be fun because we're going to make sure of that. We're the masters of our own destiny. We're the mountain critters.
Yay!
Yay! I'm Brian. He's Matt. Together we're fat. Sorry. It's working. It's working. It writes itself.
We should get a shout out. I'm going to forget his name, and I apologize. I'll try to remember it before the end of the show. But somebody made their own homemade bootleg. Oh, you didn't know shirt.
Oh.
And it had I peed in Lex's hot stuff on it. So he brought that.
I saw that on social media, and I was impressed. And, sir, we're going to do what we can do to get me autograph. I don't know why I said me autograph on there, but to get me to autograph it is what I think I was going to say before.
I apologize. I forgot his name, but the picture's up on You Didn't Know Pod on our Twitter. You can
it's
go
Mr.
get it.
Cool as crap. Mr. Cool as crap. He's Polish, I think. It's Kulaskrap.
Really?
Yeah.
Kulaskrap.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that is, I believe that is.
100% sure of it. Yep.
Also good to see a few others as well. We saw our first Glenn Close as a lumberjack t-shirt out in the wild.
Oh, right in its own habitat, its natural habitat. Yeah, it's so
first
cool.
time.
I saw one not long ago in Dothan. The guy came up with the Dapper Dog shirt on, and I just Mickety Mac marked out for him because it was awesome. He was like wearing the shirt, and it was like a cool looking shirt. You know what I mean? My brother Scott was standing next to me. I went, "Look at the shirt! Look at the shirt!" I'm still such an idiot. Yeah.
Your Dapper Dog made you pop.
That's the one I
good
want.
deal.
It's the only one I want, really.
You know why? Because it's still selling. How about
It's
that?
the one that I want. You know the one I want.
Look at the Top
look
Dog
at the
Winnie
Top
merch.
Dog. Winnie, the Princess of Pooh.
I bet she don't even look like that anymore.
No, she doesn't. Hey, them
She
ears
grows every
are
day,
standing tall, Jack. She's like Roger Rabbit, but she's a dog.
Roger Rabbit.
Well, you know what I meant.
How's your
Her
hand?
ears are tall and long.
I heard you got in a fight with a goat.
I did.
Look at that.
This just happened yesterday.
Now, it looks like hair, and we all know where that comes from, but
no. That's
you
where it
slapped
came
your
from.
goat.
Exactly. I palm struck my goat. I was watching some, it was some taekwondo from overseas. It's just how I study. And so I struck with my palm the head of the goat.
Oh.
It's a bad
Mongolian
idea.
chopped goat.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Hey, by the way,
I think the
he
goats'
won.
heads are hard by design. Like when they rear up and they crash into each other's heads really hard and neither one of them sells. Dude, I sold like I got shocked by the electric fence, which I get shocked about twice a day, by the way. You think I don't know. I just forget it's on and I grab stuff and I'm 10-second Tom. I told you I'm 10-second Tom. Hi, I'm 10-second Tom. 10-second Tom, 10-second Tom. Hi, I'm 10-second Tom. So I will literally go out there and just grab the gate and go like, oh God. Anyway. Never said I was the smartest of Bob's kids.
If anyone tries to complain about you hitting a goat, it felt like a butterfly kiss to him.
Oh, my word, it did not to me, however.
Right.
It felt like I begged his forgiveness and backed out of the coop. The coop, he's got like 80 acres to himself.
And you got shocked.
You're welcome, goaty goat.
And you got shocked on the way out.
On the way out for my troubles after I fed you the highest food and protein they have.
All right, let's get into some questions.
In some places he would be Mongolian goat, and I
they would have been mad.
Yeah, no, they would have killed him and cooked him.
What's his name? Goaty One Kenobi.
I
you say?
I don't even know his name now. So here's the beautiful thing about this goat is my wife, it has a name. My wife knows his name, but I've called it Grodicky forever because I was in the Marine Corps with a dude named Grodicky. He was a good friend of mine. And so I met a Kryptonite. That's the dog's name. The goat. The goat's name is Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Yes. And it just hit me mid-sentence. I can never think of that when I'm thinking of him. So I just said Grodicky and my wife knows who it is. So anyway, we have kind of two names for it, and we're
Kryptonite.
Yeah, Kryptonite is his name. And my poem was not his kryptonite. I can confirm that.
All right, let's get into our Ask Dog Anything questions. The floor was
Excuse me, while I
y'all's.
ask you a question. Sorry.
Sling one up for us, Dom. Let's get this rolling, brother.
Let's get started.
Travis Reynolds, funniest podcast on the planet, and that's a shoot. Best duo ever. Sorry, Billy. If the mountain critters made their own moonshine, what flavor would you make, and who gets the wildest after taste tests?
Well, I don't drink, or I
Right.
would win the get the wildest, I think. I always break out in handcuffs. But,
Break out.
yeah, according to that one girl that's really hot right now, she likes watermelon moonshine. So
She sings about it a lot.
She does, and it's a very sexual song. I don't know how I feel about my 7-year-old sings it when she gets every bit of that boy was hers, and I don't know that we need to be repeating all that Little Miss Country Music thing. No, but so I don't know, man. Moonshine, yeah, it's so. I've never had any that didn't do exactly what it was supposed to do, and that's just hammer you. Yeah, just get you, yeah. And last time I remember drinking it was with Big Boss Man on a Hermie Sadler wrestling event, and I don't remember what happened at that event, and I can't speak to what happened after or during. Well, but that's the truth. And I think it was just, I don't think they had a fancy flavor to it. This was maybe back in the day. Lightning? Maybe back in the day where it was just moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Gasoline flavored.
Hey, and you're drinking, it's like, hey, this is good. And the next thing you know, you're naked in a ditch with a 4-wheeler on top of you. You know what I mean? Like what? How did
I
we
was
get
ditching
here?
it naked. It was wild. It was wild last time I took it. I'll tell you, if you go to the stores, there's one called Mountain Java that's good. They call it sipping cream now.
Whoa. Let's back this train up a bit. Are we talking about moonshine?
Moonshine's in the stores now, and it's not the illegal kind, of course.
Okay. Well, what is it? What kind is it?
Because they got Digger and Mark and Digger from the Moonshiners.
So, yeah, one of them actually lives here near me in like Flomaton, Alabama or something.
Does he?
One of the winners of a couple seasons or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a connection here. Cousins by third marriage. No, but I'm out of the moonshine loop.
It's on the shelves now.
With a sitch.
Every flavor you can.
Is it liquor or is it beer?
Liquor.
What's I don't know the difference. I'm so stupid.
Well, it can only be in the liquor store. It ain't in the gas station.
Oh, Roger that.
So it's liquor.
I will be dang. And now
every kind you can think of.
And you just drink it, and the next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire, and you're in a puddle of your own sick. You know what I mean? And whose diapers are these? Jimmy
Thank God
Christmas.
they've got a blowout barrier.
Yeah. I think somebody crapped my pants. What in the world?
Moonshine
on the shelf.
Gets away from you. Gets away from you.
That's what they say. Top shelf.
We have friends and family that make the apple pie moonshine at the holidays.
Oh, is that
very
good?
Yeah.
So, you know what I love is a good apple cider,
it's very close to that.
like a hot cider. You know what I mean? At the Hyatt in Greenwich, and I'm just name dropping now. Hopefully they'll get me some free food or something. But I stay there a lot, and they have during the winters they'll have it in the lobby. Oh, and sometimes I'll just sit there and drink a bunch of it and look around at the rich people. I'm like, I don't have this much. Shut up. I have a tattoo on my head. You fear me. I'm drinking your.
Yeah, I think the ones I get is just somebody got Everclear and put cinnamon stick in it, you know.
Cut an apple next to the glass.
It's just dangerous. It's just dangerous. I don't even
Oh,
know.
Lord have mercy.
All right. So
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good for you, is
No.
what you're saying. Yeah. I probably would have to second that.
You know, it got the name Rot Gut Whiskey for a reason. You know what I mean? Because it'll rot gut you.
Hey, I got the gold right here, Paul. Sorry.
All right, let's get another question in. Josh Henney.
Oh,
Thank
I
you,
know.
buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. I read this, actually. Read it. Please read it aloud.
My son and I are coming to SmackDown on September 15th in Denver. We are opposite the hard camera and should make TV. Will WWE allow a "Oh, you didn't know" podcast sign? We want to represent.
I mean, I love that. I do love that. I don't know the rule on signs at the television taping, so I wouldn't like if you can
Bring
wear
a backup
shirt
sign.
or so, yeah, a backup sign that puts over like the Usos or something. You know what I mean? No, look. I don't know. I don't know. I hate to say that, and then they
We're
take
gonna
it away
learn
from
on
you or
September
something.
15th.
Yeah. If you want, it just depends on how much you want to represent. Get the hell out of here, Josh.
Road Dogg said I could.
Yeah,
That'd be great. That'd be great. He's just yelling it. His son's alone. They kicked the dad out.
Next time you see me, I'm just a full beer, milk in it. Pictures are sideways.
With milk in it.
Yeah. Come on, man. I don't know.
All right, what do we got, Dom? Leland Patterson said, "Dog, did Daddy Ass work you on the retirement also?" Yeah, we just talked about him retirement, and you said, hey, he's still going to be involved. He told you he's not going in the ring, and now he's got belts.
I know. Well, look, he's a whiz-erker. You know what I mean? He's a whiz-erker at his art. And so he worked us all. Man, he's such like a method actor. Like, I think he's very much right next to Daniel Day-Lewis as far as method acting and how far he's willing to take the secret and the fake retirement. He took his boots off in the ring. That's commitment to the act, to the character.
Now he's holding.
And then came back, put them back on, and won titles with same boot, same set of boots.
What are we doing?
He's a worker, man. The guy's a worker. You're good, you.
Let's get another question in, Dom.
Why?
Dave McClay. What
McClay
goes better on meatloaf?
Well,
Ketchup or brown gravy?
My friend,
Here
Dom,
we go.
you can take a nap, bro, because we're about to have a discussion. So,
Here we go.
it's two different. Yeah, so I like ketchup cooked onto my meatloaf.
There.
And some person on here also threw up a Worcestershire and all this, all these, I probably butchered that, how you say that, but all these condiments with ketchup and mix it and then put it on top about halfway through and cook it the rest of the way. Like, that sounded delicious. But yeah, I guess it's probably Southern. I don't even know if it's Southern. It was at my house. Cooked ketchup on there, so that's kind of how I've always had it. But I talked earlier, and I've always loved a hamburger steak with brown gravy. So it's not that I choose one or the other. I'm just used to eating one way and one the other. Both delicious to a mountain critter.
I will echo that. I like a hamburger steak. I don't mind gravy on it. If we're talking meatloaf at my house,
Yeah.
there's ketchup, not afterwards. Like you said, it's got to be cooked on it.
Yep.
We're not coming over the top afterwards.
No. Unless, of course, you were a guest at someone's house and said guest did not apply enough, yay up for you.
And it's gross.
And it's I pronounced it yay up because that's what my daughter called it when she was a baby. And ever since then, I've called it yay up. And I ate a ton of it. So I don't care what you think, Casio.
How about that? Yay up. I remember that rapper. I think he was in
yay up.
with 50 Cent, Tony Yay Up. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. When you got that Road Dogg action figure with the yay up.
Yay Up tattoo on him.
Yep, $7.
I think you had Yay Up right here on your... Look.
$7. Hey, how much money did Rock have when he started?
You spilled Yay Up on your arm when I made it.
Yeah, it was a cut in my biometrics. Hey, what it's biomechanics showing through from under my skin.
Biomechanics?
Hey,
is that what that is?
Road Dogg for $7. You ever heard of $7 promotion? I was not going to let you escape that one, Cassie. Bro, that is one fine action figure.
Yeah. This is the new...
Well, you know what that action figure would be good for? Letting Pat McAfee punt it as far as he could. McAfee's on another level, dude, on game day.
He's almost on as many things as Ryan Seacrest. Let's calm down for just a second.
He's way surpassed Seacrest.
He's on everything.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at it.
But not me either, because he's good at it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's I wish it wasn't so, but I totally understand that it wasn't so correct, and like he says things that are just borderline people talking, you know what I mean? And all the other guys go like, oh my God, what he's, back to percentages and statistics, and I do this, and okay, who gives a crap? This guy actually tackled people. Put the head on, get him the hell out of here. Anyway. No, but he's good on there. I don't know where that came from.
He's crushing it.
He was going to punt my action figure.
We'd let him do that. We'll gladly
100%.
All right, Dom, hit us with another question. Carl Hayes. OUDK. Hashtag OUDK. So your hashtag starts with OU, so Boomer Sooner, he says.
Boomer Sooner.
Here we are in the fall, 90 here outside of Boston on the South Shore. Can you tell me what college football teams you follow? And did you see Dion in Colorado with the big win?
Wow.
Favorite fall aspects? Hashtag Ask Dog.
So man, what a great question with layers there for that day. So I'll get to the highlight first. Like Alabama, Georgia are my teams, of course, just because I almost live in Alabama and I'm from Georgia, and they're always like in the top 5. So I picked those two teams. But man, what a story that Coach Prime told all the way through to the end. You know what I mean? To the end. Now look, it was just the first game of the season, and I'm not saying anything, but it sure was super cool. And this is for me, and a lot of people right now are going to go, oh my God, I know where he's going. Bro, he's talking about God a lot, talking about his beliefs. And that's going to turn a lot of people off, especially at the bigger corporate level. But then you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is and go, do you practice what you preach? Do you believe what you're saying? And I'm not talking about Coach Prime. I'm talking about to the corporate entities that be beyond that. Man, he's told a great story, and it was like they could not lose that game. Because as quick as they got scored on like twice, oh man, how do they respond to this? Oh, by 2 more touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like it was, and it was, and then his boy, like I didn't realize, I don't follow pro football that close. I don't follow college football that closely either. But I do like to watch it on a Saturday because it includes sitting in my recliner and eating chili. But I do like to watch college more than I do pros. And we were talking about, well, what a story he's told, and all the way up to I didn't know the whole story of him getting rid of all the players, getting 68 new guys. His son is on there. I think both of his sons are on there. And when I heard that, I thought, oh. And then I saw his son play, and I thought, holy mackerel, the kid has got a missile. And I mean accurate as the day is long. And and got legs too. So it's not, because I immediately thought cronyism. I thought nepotism. I thought like, oh, his kids, his dad's the coach. Like what? He fired everybody or got rid of everybody and brought in all new and a whole deal. But he's running the program that he told them, I'll run the program, but you got to let me run it. It's my program. I'm going to run it. And look, it's already arguably brought them so much positive press in game one. But man, what if they look? I actually hope they have a great season, because I think it's for all the right reasons that they're playing so hard.
Man, have you seen the clip of the pregame speech? It was
No,
so good.
no, I haven't even seen that. See,
It's
that's
out there now.
I see on Twitter like his tweets, and I know that he's vocal about it's obvious. And look, whether you believe that or not, that's how I believe. You know what I mean? So it's right up my alley. It's exactly how I feel about. I wish I could be as obedient to God as he is. You know what I mean? And I try to do that in my day to day, but man, he's walking the walk and talking the talk and continuing to do the dang thing. And so I don't know, man. It makes me question my how good am I?
Hey,
How good you, dog?
watching his pregame speech, I went, well, give me a helmet.
Yeah,
What
I'll
do you
run
need
through
me to
that
do?
friggin' wall right there, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know what I mean? And that's the message he's telling them.
He hit him with, we ain't coming, we're here.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps talking about we're coming, we ain't coming, we're here.
Yeah, here we
Get
are.
ready,
and I'll be danged if they, at the end of the day,
they're here.
Here we are. I'll be danged, man. Get and scoot over.
Like you said, I'm a Prime fan. Root the best for him. Hope
Amen.
it's a good season
Amen.
for him.
What was the question prior to that? I was just jacked about the Prime deal.
Falls. What do we like about the fall? Your falls. Are you a pumpkin spice guy? I'm not.
I like fuzzy boots, but no. So my wife likes pumpkin spice. I bought her. They were $4 at the dollar store, and I thought, what the hell? But it was Werther's. You know those Werther's pumpkin spice soft caramels. It sounds delicious, doesn't it? I don't like it, but she loved it. Yeah, she ate them all. There's a bunch of them.
How about that?
Yeah, it was good. I think of her often when she tells me to go to the store to get something.
Favorite fall things are football, like you mentioned. You mentioned that.
I like a good game of football.
Huh?
I like a good game of football. You know what I mean?
Did we answer all that? I don't know.
Yeah,
what was the first question, Dom?
AG1.
Oh, OUDK? No, I don't know. It's something.
Yeah, it was about the fall and the summer and the spring.
Dom said I think that was it because he's already booted it out and he wants us to move on. So let's keep going.
I'm totally with that.
Give us the next one here, Dom.
I didn't realize. Oh, okay, sorry.
Sean
Bateman. Yep, I love his brother's
When were you and your
work.
brother Scott Riff or your other brother Stevie Short WWE run or the mini gimmicks of Brad?
Yeah. Well, look, I think that would be great conversations to have on here, and maybe we do a thing on my family's gimmicks that have gone, because we could probably do. I don't know if we could do any of that, but but we could talk about it for sure.
We can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, you just can't show pictures of any of it. So. And look, I get that. Maybe we can meet out back, and I'll go through some photos I got in my wallet. Yeah, they know that would be cool, because look, I what was it? Leaf Cassidy, I think, was Stevie's first name.
Leaf Cassidy.
I think I may be wrong about that, but I think that's what it was. And he was a singing cowboy, and he was a very short-lived WWF at the time run. It was a lot of traveling then, man, and he had 2 young children. He couldn't handle it, so he said, "Yeah, I quit." Yeah. And then they saw that another Armstrong come through that thought he could sing, and so he went, "Okay, we'll do it with this kid."
Lance Cassidy.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Leaf. I kind of like it.
Oh,
I thought Leaf Garrett.
Leaf.
I thought that's what he was going
Yeah,
with.
maybe there was another.
Maybe it started Leaf and he went Lance.
Cassidy is the name.
Leaf Cassidy was Al Snow.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. That's where I was.
Nice pull, Dom.
Good call, Dom. You know, Dom, I just want, before you go to another question, let's just stop right quick.
Okay.
To recognize someone on the team.
And that is?
Me.
Okay,
I
good.
am tall. You know what I mean? And I would like to be recognized as such. But no, Dom. I didn't even know Dom was like a famous wrestling writer. Like he's a writer
Why are you
for
doing
wrestling.
this?
For wrestling, he writes
He's gonna
about
get a big
wrestling.
head.
Have you seen the size of his cranium in comparison to the rest of his body?
It's large.
It can't get any bigger. He looks like Megamind. You know what I mean? But like
And
I
you're
saw,
gonna make him get a big one.
no, I
An even
saw
bigger
a
one.
picture, and if we could post this, we probably could.
He's probably got it.
Oh, I know he does. It's on social
You don't
media.
have the last tweet, but he's got the picture of him spotted at a wrestling.
There's a fan behind Dom, and Dom is sitting behind the boards like he's trying to find out whose music's playing next and stuff. Like he's that kind of he's getting the scoop, dog. And so there's a person sitting behind him who's like, oh my God, it's Dom DeLuise. His dad was so funny and Cannonball Run. Whatever. You know what I mean? I don't remember. Brian DeLuise's dad was Dom. Sorry.
The longer you talk, the better chance he's about to throw this thing up and pop himself. That's what he's trying to do right now.
Do you have that picture, Dom?
You know, it's printed and posted on his wall.
Of that fan of yours that took a picture of you in arena. You know what I mean?
If he pulls it up right now and it's his brother Marcus that posted it.
Well, I don't know who it was.
Dubstep Jones.
Look, I can't believe I'm sitting this close to Dominic D'Angelo. He's the best wrestling journalist out there. His post PPV scrum questions are, don't have my readers on it. It's either
fire.
3 things of fire or 3 hands. And maybe that's just a really short horse. It's like
3 hands out
tall.
of 5.
Yeah. That's not bad. 3 out of 5 ain't bad. No, but it was 3 fires, you said?
3 fires, yeah.
Well,
his questions are fire.
What are you looking fire. Dom, you're fire. You're not fired. You're fire.
Oh, dang.
Your scrum questions, bro.
Hey.
Top notch. You've taken scrum questions to the next level.
Them D'Angelo's got good scrums, you know? They're known for scrums.
He said I was ordering Grubhub.
In the middle of an event.
But it was from Lawler's restaurant, so it's all wrestling food.
Hey, I bet you can appreciate this. Ordering delivery food so it arrives at your house when you do is a great move.
So here's the truth about me, and you're going to learn a lot about me right now. Okay. I do not have the ability to have food delivered to my house.
What do you mean? Oh, to your house, though.
Yeah.
What about the hotel? Have you ever pre-ordered for the hotel?
No, I've never pre-ordered because I'm too nervous. I'm nervous Nancy. I got to sit down. I got to sit down in the lobby for like an hour before they even get there and make sure nobody else gets my food. I will fight you over my food.
Wait, you're a lobby meter? You don't let them walk into the room?
I don't know. I don't think I want to. I'll just meet them down there.
Okay.
They're fine. I'll be coming up to my
Public place.
I'll be coming up to my room.
Guys, he's delivering food. All right, what do you got, Dom?
I answer.
Another picture of yourself?
Answer my door naked. Next thing you know, Santa Claus is naked in the hotel room.
Are those my tacos?
That's Pinocchio.
I've had Pinocchio before. Have you had it?
Yes, it's delicious.
It's better with ketchup on it as well.
With some tartar.
G'day, g'day, he says. I always get a kick and a laugh out of the shaky leg drop you did. Where the heck did that come from? Hashtag oh you didn't know. Thank you, Jack Pinocchio.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. So I don't know. It was everybody's. For one thing, I did that. Just like coming out sometimes, I would come out to fast-paced songs we talked about earlier in Memphis. I came out to what was that train song?
Come on, ride that train.
Yeah, come on, ride that train. So I would do my legs and stuff while my dad would always just wiggle his legs. And it was basically a rip-off of Boogie Woogie Man and Jimmy, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so anyway, in Memphis, I incorporated into a knee drop. And it never beat anybody, I don't think, ever, to be quite honest.
Really?
Yeah. Because it doesn't work when I'm saying it in my head. Wiggle, wiggle, 1, 2, kick. So there's never 3. You know what I mean? You got to kick. Yeah. Anyway, wiggle knee, dog.
Wiggle,
it was all I had. It was all I had, and I'm paying for it now with my jiggle knees.
My knees don't jiggle.
No,
they fold.
We don't wiggle. Them jiggle.
Get us, Dom. Hit us another question. Oh, you raising the roof?
Yeah.
Harvey 3 Cully.
Oh,
says,
that's Harvey the Third to you.
What you think of CM Punk / Junk situation? Says Beyond the Script podcast.
I don't understand. Does Phil have some affiliation with the garbage industry in Chicago?
I'm not sure.
I don't understand
because I'm pretty sure it was Punk. Yeah.
The junk correlation, but okay, good. We're gonna leave that be.
That was his editorial comment.
My bad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. You know what I mean? But I don't have to know because I'm not a billionaire company owner. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter what I would have done. But I'd like to say, like, outright up front, and I covered this on the YTX a little bit, but man, it is two different worlds. And for somebody who over the past 3 years has really had their eyes open to different perspectives and different things going on in not only the United States but globally, and just looking at things through different lenses and trying to seek other perspectives, and they attacked the dude for saying he was scared. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's attacking the dude. And it's like, you see him, you know who he is, you know what he is. He's not one of the performers. He's not on his father's soccer teams or football teams, or, you know what I mean? Like, he's a kid that grew up loving wrestling and very protected. And then he saw two dudes almost go at it and try to pull each other's eyes out or whatever. But so my point is, you got to understand his perspective and not say, oh my God, what is he talking about? Like, he might have, people get scared in situations like that. So I don't know, man. It's just made me think, like, how quick everybody was to jump on him because he said he was scared or something. Like, everybody in my house, except maybe me and my son, the other 3 members would have probably been scared in that situation. And yes, the other 3 are female. I just wanted to bring that up for clarity, but that's 3 out of 5. You know what I mean? Like, people would be scared in that situation. The person who fights at the gas station is a dying breed, man. You're not allowed to do that no more. And some of us have gone away from that time kicking and screaming, but you don't do that no more. You're not allowed to swing on nobody no more. That's why everybody can talk and feel freely about, that's where the rubber's going to meet the road, is when all this goes down and we go like, okay, where are we at now? But things are happening so fast over there. You got to wait until everybody, all the information is out, because believe you me, man, when you get behind that curtain, there's not two sides to the story. There's 50, you know what I mean? And so who knows what the truth is and who knows what isn't. But look, I will say, because I think it's an elephant in the room if you've watched me from the beginning, is I'm not going to say I told you so, but I will say, like, how many people have to tell you that dude might be an issue? You know what I mean? How many people before you go like, okay, well, maybe I should consider that? You know what I mean? At least weigh that out. But I don't know. Because I don't know the other parties involved either. And I honestly don't know any of them personally. So I only have him as my reference point.
I want to say this little fact that got overlooked. We don't know any stories, and like you said, there's 50 versions of whatever story we're all about to hear. And by the way, we're going to hear a lot of stories now. That
and here's what I love, and it's all coming to full circle too, because it has to. Like, are you committed? Like, we don't know what happened, but when you find out, are you willing to go like, okay, that dude was wrong? Or are you still going to feel the same way you feel? You know what I mean? Because that's why there's 50 stories involved in what happened, because there's 50 people that have 50 different feelings about it. And so that's what we're all allowed to talk about now, is our feelings. And so it will be, well, I was scared. Well, I think he's a punk. Well, I think he's this. Well, I think that. And none of it matters what we think. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Give me those facts, and then I will judge for myself whether the boss made a decision or a sound decision or not. I can say while I'm saying that, like, holy mackerel, the place has kind of been the asylum, you know what I mean, lately, the insane kind of running it. And so it's like, what are we, what are you going to do here? Well, you have to keep some kind of control. And if one side is right and the other side's wrong, at least there's a bunch of guys on this side over here. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's hold on to those guys, I guess.
Something that's getting overlooked too, which now that you've had time to process all of this a little bit, hey, I want to go back to Jungle Boy, who is involved in this, and I know, look, the firing, of course, they're going to lean back to multiple things, not just one incident. If you're going to fire with cause, they've got a file on you, I would imagine.
Can I be honest with you before you say this? I have no idea about any of the stuff that went down leading up until this. I just see on Twitter when it blows over, when it boils over. You know what I mean? So I don't know the story behind it or I'm out of that loop. And so
this particular moment that I wanted to just bring up, Jungle Boy went out before his match, before the CM Punk match. This is, they're having a pay-per-view in front of more fans than they've ever had, than any wrestling event has ever had. So this is a big night for the company. He goes out and during his match says something into the camera, which is addressing something that happened backstage at a different time. To me, so it's basically what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
you've now challenged me on screen.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have a thing backstage. But my point is, to me, what is Jungle Boy doing? This is not about you. This is about the biggest event we're having. And you're now goading a coworker into a fight that you've had words with. So, again, I'm not taking blame off of CM Punk.
Or anything. But the truth is, that's a fact. The things you just said are a fact. Or I assume you're not lying to me.
But basically, they were going to do a car spot. They're having a street fight, and somebody's going through a car windshield. Apparently, the story is Punk told him, "Don't use real glass. It's not worth it. Why? Don't use real glass. Just use gimmick glass."
Yeah.
So while they did the car spot, Jungle Boy patted the glass and said, "Look at this. It's real glass. Cry me a river, pal." Okay? So my point is, Dog, if you were watching that and somebody looks into the pay-per-view camera, takes a direct shot at you, I would imagine back in your day, we're going to have an issue when you come backstage.
He would have walked into one.
That's what Punk did. Yes.
My
point is nobody's talking about that part of it. Yes.
And look, I'm commenting on what you're telling me, and so I'm thinking it's just small ball.
Tom, correct me if I said something wrong.
It's small ball mentality.
Correct.
Is what that is.
We're on our biggest pay-per-view ever.
Who knew that he told the kid not to use real glass?
I think the dirt sheets reported it. So it wasn't even on camera.
Right. So it's already it's the boys stirring the boys and using the doms of the world to do it. You know what I mean? And that's sad, but that's where we're at in this world today. Is there's not enough people meeting you at the curtain when you say stupid stuff like that. But the truth of it is, like, why would you do that? Why would you?
I was in a room full of
small
wrestling
ball
fans.
Mentality, man.
Yes.
It's small ball.
I was in a room full of wrestling fans watching it. There were multiple people who had no idea what he was talking about. So means he's only doing it
and
to get under his skin.
You were in a room full of wrestling fans, right?
Yes. Jungle Boy's mad because he accused Punk's camp of leaking the glass stuff. Because apparently, but again, we're worried about what's going on. Chatter.
It's small.
This is about you getting over in front of 81,000 fans,
nothing to do with
airing grievances.
And truth be told, never use real glass. Never.
Well, he's also got a point. Why use real glass?
Right. He was right. So.
Anyway, I just thought that was getting overlooked. I know CM Punk's got a track record, which is what is going to be focused on.
Yeah.
I would just think.
Well, look, I appreciate you because, like I said, I didn't know that. And it sure gives me a different take on how I feel about it, because in my mind, all of a sudden, I'm
Punk's
with
gonna be hot.
I'm with the half that meets him at the curtain. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And so I don't know. It makes me feel funny inside.
When they're, like you said, we're in a different time and that you can't swing on people.
But
there's also people out there where you go, you're wanting him to do something.
No. If he would have hit him in the face and walked right up to him and just drilled him, that would have been totally acceptable. But look, it would be totally acceptable to me and my moral standards. It's not legal in any way. And what I said earlier was true. Like, you can't just fight people anymore.
Yeah.
Those days are gone, man. It doesn't happen. And thank God it happened when I'm older and can't, like, my knees don't work as well anymore.
Yeah, the Tony Khan thing happened beforehand as well. He confronted him before the incident. So it's just, like you said, it goes back to we're already out of control.
Well, what are we doing, guys? What are you doing?
Yeah. This is a big night. This is 81,000 people. Huge, it shouldn't be about anything backstage.
Successful deal that High School Musical cast had a real food fight at the gym shot.
It goes back to what you said. We're already out of control. Yeah. So this is just a thing. This is icing on the cake.
So look, I honestly, and I saw somebody said too, like, oh, well, problem solved. We're done. You know what I mean? And that's like, well, okay, but there's still toxicity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's a word everybody wants to throw around, so let's throw it, because that's, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they have a very good like camaraderie, and we've spoken about this a lot with Edge lately, and just the more I've been around the boys lately, is camaraderie is the best thing about the business. Yeah. Not the money, not the wrestling, all that's really cool. But man, the best part about it is hanging out with the boys and having a good time. And if ribbon on the square a little bit and maybe goes too far, somebody says, hey, whoa, and you go like, dude, I was kidding. Or you go, okay, fine, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, but again, yesteryear that happened a lot, and so it wasn't crazy to see a fight in the locker room, at the airport, at baggage claim, whatever. But that don't happen nowadays, man. People don't fight nowadays. So people go on the internet and say whatever they want and never get punched in the face for it. And that's it's problematic to have a society that functions like that. You have to respect others.
And what sucks about it for wrestling as a whole, because hey, the high tide, it's gonna rise all of us, make us all rise. They should be taking.
That's the thing. Wrestling's doing great.
Yes.
Wrestling as a whole, man, doing awesome right now. Awesome time to be a fan. Awesome time to be a wrestler, sports entertainer, whatever.
They should be taking a victory lap
of
having the most attended wrestling event ever, and they're focused on backstage drama and guys going on at the top of the card taking shots at the headline. It's chaos, and it's not what that event should have been talked about, and it is. It's now we're 2 weeks out and we're still talking about the drama and not the event, which it kind of sucks for wrestling as a whole to me.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I agree. It's a black eye, dude. That's for sure.
Hey guys, Tony Schiavone. Need to call a timeout real quick. Wanted to tell your listeners what I've been telling What Happened When listeners for a while now, about all the cool things happening over on adfreeshows.com.
On the latest edition of The False Finish, Zach Gowen talks about reaching the top of the pro wrestling world against incredible physical odds before issues with immaturity got in his way.
It's not a talent issue, it's a maturity issue. We want to see you continue to wrestle, try new characters, become a heel, try new things, find a groove. The door is open. Just mature a little bit, but it was almost fatherly, the way he sat me down and explained to me exactly why I was being released, and I'll always remember that, and I'll always thank Jim Ross every time I see him for that.
As Dogg and Casio finished up their latest Ask Dogg Anything, they kept the party going for Ad Free Shows members, answering more questions on a bonus overrun.
We were the main event. Me and Brian Christopher were the main event. Doug was in a up there match. Jamie Dundee was in a tag title match, I'm sure. And we just stopped and started playing pool and drinking. Like, that was what we did. We pulled through the median and turned around and just called from a payphone and said, yeah, our car can't make it.
That's just a small taste of what we got waiting for you. With 4 levels to choose from, see for yourself why ad-free shows is the best value in wrestling today. Sign up now at adfreeshows.com.
All right, let's, you know what we need to get us back on track?
What's
I don't
that?
want any black eyes. I want a good review. I want a 5-star review.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, let's do it. No, we're good. 5-star review
Of the week.
Ding, 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 ding.
Kyle STD left this.
Wait, stop.
What's that?
That was during shore leave of 69, and I've taken care of it. Go ahead.
He left us this just this past weekend, dog. How about that?
He's a good man.
He said, down with that, 5 stars. Time to give Road Dogg his flowers. I've been a long-time wrestling fan. I remember a monthly house show at MSG. Got to pat LOD on the shoulder pads as they walked to the ring. Was at the SummerSlam when Macho Man Elizabeth got married, etc., etc. I've also been in a Rocky Horror Shadowcast for 35 plus years.
I don't even know what a Shadowcast is, but this is awesome.
Serious.
Yeah.
My wife and I have ran and have our own cast in Northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, down to Allentown, and out to Harrisburg. We travel and have 15 venues a year. Page 2. This is how long this is.
Yeah, but this
is a hobby. How is this giving Road Dogg his flowers? Well, every single night, I stand on that stage and open the show with ladies and gentlemen, boys and transvestites of all ages, sweet translucent dreams, and the name of the theater where I'd proudly welcome you to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Pause for the pop. Is that the best you've got? I said the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Pause for bigger pop. Now that's more like it. I look forward to Thursdays. Like I said, Rocky is a hobby. I'm a mailman and enjoy listening to the show when I'm in the route. How about that?
Wow. I love that. And I do love that. I imagined a shadow cast as people that just reenact the movie. Like I have seen that was a thing back in the Disney, but man, I would love to go and see those guys. Like that would be cool to see them. They
pantomime the movie as it's on the screen.
Yes,
strong.
Yes, that is strong. Shadow casting is where they pantomime. Yeah, that would be awesome. Can I be honest with you? That guy rules, for one thing, because he's living the American dream, working for a living, has a life that he's probably his wife's. I think she was involved in it too. They love this thing. They do this thing. It's a hobby, but it's awesome. It's their passion. And they're living life, man. You guys should try to make a baby tonight. Sorry.
Tonight's the night.
You're gonna make a baby.
Whoa!
And I can't wait to be alone with your baby tonight. I'll change his poopy diaper. Shadow casting with, man, that was awesome. That dude rocked my world.
Thank you, Kyle. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you, Kyle, and I hope you get over your STD.
See, they got us back on track, I feel.
Yeah, it did, man. Thank you, sir.
Hit us with another question, Dom. Chris Bedworth says, hey, guys, love the podcast. I always wondered if you and Rockabilly didn't have a program together and ultimately create the New Age Outlaws. Who on the roster do you think could have teamed up with that if that didn't happen?
Ooh, man, I don't know. I've never even thought about that, and I never would because Billy was such an obvious thing. But to your point, it was obvious to me because of the transition from going against him and then working with him every night on live events and just kind of feeling the energy that we had in the ring and the vibe that we had in the ring. Like I love teaming with X-Pac. I learned a lot teaming with X-Pac. But what I liked about teaming with Billy is we were like two kids at the candy store, and we were like bulls getting ready to get the gate pulled. You know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, we didn't have any idea what we were doing. No idea what we were doing. and just doing it at 100 miles an hour. It's like, if I'm going to hit a tree, I'm going to hit it at 100 miles an hour with my seatbelt off. You know what I mean? Like that's, I'm going to go out.
Let's go. All
yeah,
times.
I'm going to go out on a blaze of glory. And then with X-Pac, it was a totally different experience. It was about, I was learning how do we do this? How do we do this and not kill ourselves? And how do we do this? And
the psychology you said before.
Yeah, and if it was mankind I was working with, it was psychology.
Oh.
I thought you said it. I'm sorry.
I'm going to another question.
Threw that at you.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett here to tell you about SaveWithConrad.com. You've heard Conrad talk about the total nonstop savings they provided current homeowners. But did you know Conrad and his team can also help my world listeners become homeowners? They make buying a home easier than getting the bag after a good housekeeping match. But don't take the Last Outlaw's word for it.
Franklin Dove, Orlando, Florida. After listening to all of Conrad's podcasts and hearing the different stories that he shared, I felt the time was right for me to explore buying a home again, and reached out, and one thing led to another, and finally closed last week. It was excellent. Everything flowed smoothly from my first contact. I just put in the initial request online. Francis reached out. We started the application process, got the approval moving. Holly was great. Larry Thompson was amazing. Everything was smooth. Communication was perfect. Really, it was a much better experience than anything that I could have imagined. My name is Franklin Dove in Orlando, Florida, and I got into my dream home thanks to SaveWithConrad.com.
That's right. In my world, it doesn't get any better than 5 stars. Don't let your landlord get over on you. Walk out on that bad deal and stop throwing your money away on rent today with SaveWithConrad.com. That's right. It's SaveWithConrad.com.
NMLS number 65084, equal housing lender. Woo!
Macho Man Piggy
Savage. Oh.
When it was revealed that you were the voice behind With My Baby Tonight and you became Double J Jesse James, was it ever pitched for you to have a roadie similar to your old character, bit like the roadie's roadie?
I would have loved to have a roadie, but I would have wanted to be like Mizdow. You know what I mean? You remember Damien Sandow? Like I would have wanted to remember. Like how awesome was that when he would do the?
He shadowed Miz.
He shadow casted. Oh, he shadow casted the Miz, Mike the Miz Mazanin. Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, that would be great. I don't know who it would be though.
It was kind of like Blue World Order, where they had the minion, who had the minion, and Stevie, and then the Blue Meanie, and the...
Hey, my lackey needs a lackey.
Yeah, that's it. The roadie's roadie needs a roadie.
My lackey needs a wacky.
All right, hit us with another one, Dom. How hard was it to see Billy Gunn with another tag team other than you? Who is that in that picture?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
Oh.
I was looking over there.
Wow, Mick Mac.
Mick Mac, I didn't see him with any other tag
Chuck
partners.
Palumbo. Woo!
Nope, that wasn't him.
Billy and Chuck.
Well, suck it.
Next question.
Suck it.
Awkwardly.
Suck it.
World Wrestling Funkos.
Oh, we don't have any Funkos, the Outlaws.
Would you be up for one last tag match with Billy Gunn?
Man, you know what? I would need 7 years to prepare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just get your legs back under you.
And then really hope I die between now and match time.
I thought you were going to say knee surgery and some more surgeries, probably.
Just try to get out of it. Not prepare at all.
Let's hope.
Just basically live for 7 more years.
Just be not alive when the actual date comes around.
Road Dogg. Anyway. That's not funny.
You were about to go dark humor.
It wasn't funny. I stopped myself.
Okay. Tell me off here. All right, here we go.
You son of a...
Here we go, Dom. Hit us with another one. Mike KOC Whitaker says, what is Triple H like in real life? Is it all laughs like when y'all are on TV together, or is he still more of a businessman?
It's both. I mean, he's the one that can balance the two. You know what I mean? And he's the moral compass that balances how much it is that I do. You know what I mean? Like I take the hint. I read the room. If it's time to play, we play. If it's time to be serious, we just play a little. You know what I mean? But we're not going to stop.
Right.
Joking around. Like, he could be totally dead serious and one of us say something, we all start laughing and go down a thing, and then he'll bring us back. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. It's just like look, I remember when at first I got hired, he was like, hey, I said, he said, don't be afraid to ever feel like you need to come ask me something. And I was like, okay, dude, I appreciate that. And he said, but also don't get upset if I tell you no. I said, okay, dude, I get that. And I've been told no a bunch of times. And he's very good at letting you know where the line is. And without being offensive whatsoever. And so that's part of his magic too, I think, is managing humans.
Yeah, having someone in a position technically above you that is also his friend is hard to juggle.
It can be difficult, but not when the leader sets boundaries, and they're clear and present boundaries. You know what I mean? And so, but you just follow that. If you don't, then you're an idiot. And
throw us up another question, Dom. Derek Zoo, what up, Derek? Will you buy Casio and Indianapolis Colts WWE title belt for Christmas? Well, I've already got it.
They got them new ones, don't they?
Yeah, I got a custom one right here. If you're watching on YouTube.
But that one compared to the WWE one sucks.
Well, you said that. You said that, and I know why you said it.
I think, yeah, please understand why I said it.
But
maybe I will. How much? I wonder how much those go for.
We're gonna see how close of friends we are. I'll tell you that.
Well, we're gonna see
if you don't get a discount. We're gonna find out how big of friends we are.
A chat.
They are starting at $550, Dog.
$550?
Yeah.
You know what? We could do one of those peekaboo chat rooms that you started, and probably scoop that up in a matter of moments.
We got to do a lot of YTXs if you're going to get one of those, brother. I mean, a lot.
All right.
550. All right, hit us up. Another question, Dom. Richie Ray, the real deal heel.
RDH, dog.
What's the policy on wrestlers smoking the reefer?
Oh.
Did RVD really walk out when he didn't want to put you over? Roadie Days 97, and then PN News CWA Tag Champs. Yeah. There's a lot to that.
So let's what was the first question?
Policy on wrestlers smoking. He said the refer,
but I think he meant the refer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like who refers them.
Smoke the refer.
If they have an accident or something, who refers them? They have is it a doctor that they see regularly? Or
You've smoked my reference.
So I honestly don't know that. It would have to be. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that question. Right. It was frowned upon back in the day. I paid a lot more than $550 in fines for that. So I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that.
All the wrestling belts.
Yeah. So part two of that question was,
did RVD really walk out when he didn't want to put you over on the Roadie Days in 97?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that. And the truth be told is I don't know his side of the story, but we talked about earlier, there's a lot of sides to stories. And so the only thing I know about this is when they first came in, I actually said no to putting him over. And so I don't know if that's how the story got twisted, or if when they said, okay, he's beating you, he said no too. You know what I mean? Like we might have double alt knowed him. You know what I mean? And I don't know that. I don't know his side of the story. But look, it's one of the things like I regret, kind of my dad yelled at me for the decision, but I ended up having a match with somebody else and beat him. And I just remembered thinking, like, I didn't know that we had a deal with ECW. I didn't know all that crap. You know what I mean? Like, I was just a wrestler, just started back after I quit and got hired. And then here come these guys, didn't even come in the building at the time. They were still out in a trailer and stuff. And so I was like, do they work here? And then they said, yeah, we're going to do this and do that. And I said, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I didn't know they played for us. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I said, and I told Briscoe that. I said, I don't even know who they play for right now. And I just came back. And y'all, I just bought a house. So I'm telling you, I don't think this is the right move for me to make. And look, it's one of those, I still stand by the move, but it's really douchey. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, I want to punch myself when I say it out loud again.
Word
that's
on the
just
street,
me.
Word on the street is Rob said he was confused because he thought he was there to put ECW over.
Okay.
And then he's hearing, no, he's going to go over on you.
And that's basically what happened then, was I told Briscoe no. They said, okay, put him over then. They went back and told him, and he said no too.
Yeah. Which is understandable.
Yeah, we both said no. And both had good reasons to say no. You know what I mean? It was, where I was coming from was, why are you going to bring them here and put ECW over on me? You know what I mean? Like, do you have an ECW guy they can beat up? Anyway, that's long time ago, water under the bridge. If I had known now what I knew then, I would have got right in the ring with them and probably been in their trailer later that night. So you know what I mean? It's just timing and attitudes and pride. You know what I mean? Sinful pride.
The last part of that question was PN News.
Yes.
CWA tag.
We were the CWA tag champs, and I don't know what CWA stands for, but we were the tag champs of the CWA. It was the Germany Otto Wanz's Germany troupe that we worked with, and PN News and I were the tag champs.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? We were the best tag team in Germany.
Catch Wrestling Association.
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah, it was. That's it. CWA.
How about that?
Yeah. It was awesome. Right. That was an awesome experience, too, by the way.
Was it really?
Yeah. In my life, like, that was a really cool, and I stayed over there for a period of time. It's the first time I met Fit Finley and a lot of guys like that. Very cool. Very cool time.
Cannonball Grizzly, my friend. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, let's get another question, Dom.
Nope. I quit.
The real thick shady. Out of all the cool extra bonuses that come with being a sports entertainer, such as action figure, video game, t-shirt, or some other thing that you've had, which is your favorite and why? Hopefully, it's this $7 Road Dogg here I got.
Well, how much did Rock have in his pocket when he started out? $7 promotion?
Yes.
Well, it's divine intervention. So call me.
What did
Rock.
you like? Were you ever into the
Rock,
video game stuff?
No. So no, I wasn't. So the favorite thing I ever had, and this is the truth, and I don't even know if they have them anywhere anymore, but mine hasn't worked.
You know, Micmac will find it. But here we go.
It was a hideous doll that was like cotton, fat fabric body, but a plastic head with the braids that stuck out like that. And I went in the studio and recorded like sayings. And if you hit this doll, ow, son of a, oh, that was my goat palm. Damn goat palm got me.
The old goat hand.
What were we talking about?
You're talking about this doll where you had to record the sayings.
Yes. And as you hit the doll in the chest, it goes, I got 2 words for you. It was like me. It was like, you're a freak. There it is. There it is. That's the doll.
Boy, you look like you just hit your goat hand.
Bro, look at that thing. Where did you find that picture at, by the way, Dom?
I'm glad Dom found it because Micmac would have searched all week for it, and I'm glad we got it right here. He said he found it on Pornhub.
Oh, makes sense. I mean, we talked about the heads of most action figures.
There's a whole section on Road Dogg figures. It's real weird. It's real weird.
Not really.
And I'll say this. Thank God you wore a bandana on this one. All right.
Oh, that's new. No, it's not.
All right, Tom, hit us another one. So
Oh,
wait,
Lord.
so we got to find the talking doll. That needs to be the new thing.
I think the next person's name is Herman the Tosser. I can't be sure of that. But
I was going to talk more. Yep, it was.
Yep,
There it is.
It was
Road Dogg,
Herman.
you can still wrestle?
No. I cannot. Mr. Tosser, no, sir. No, sir, I
Can
don't
you
want to.
toss?
Oh, with the best of
You
them.
good tosser? You good tosser? These days.
I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Things have changed 11 times since we've been on the air. You know what I mean? I think you go to hell for saying that now or something.
You're
I
a
don't
good
know.
tosser, he said.
Yeah, if we'd have left it at that, it would have been okay.
Do we have more questions?
Herman.
Are we ending on Herman the tosser? Oh, Steve Levin, can you please share any memories of interaction with you and Roddy Piper?
Yeah. Well, look, the first thing I remember about Roddy is just how much he and my father snorted cocaine together.
Okay.
And then he made me love him even more. But then literally every time I saw Roddy, he treated me with a great deal of respect by proxy. You know what I mean? And that when somebody respects my father a ton, I immediately will go to war with that person. You know what I mean? I will do anything. I will follow your lead, sir. And so when he, and he didn't just do it once, he did it every time. Please tell your father I said hello. Please tell Bobby I said hello. You know, and so it just made me think, and I would tell Dad, and Dad would talk to me, and it just made me think, man, those two guys were cut from the same cloth, man. They got along from two different parts of the world. You know what I mean? Two separate sides of the United States, but those two guys are kindred spirits. And I don't know. That's what I think about. I think about Roddy. I think about his relationship with my father, and the way he treated me was representative of his respect for my dad. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel good. Does my heart well. Chuck Palumbo, you son of a...
We got one more, hopefully not from Herman the Tosser. Here we go. Dayton J.
I know
says,
Dayton.
If you could punch any Harry Potter character in the face, who would it be and why? That's from Finley and Elora.
Oh,
Love
that's his
ya, matey.
children. That's his children.
Oh. Well, if they had a goat, you'd punch it. I'm not familiar.
I wouldn't punch it. I would palm strike it.
Yes, sorry.
There's different techniques to striking goats. You know what I mean? It's
entering your channel cigar. You're channeling
you
your
have
inner
only
cigar.
just begun to hear. You know, you've only begun to hear about goat yoga.
Correct.
Well, goat UFC is right around the corner, and I'm getting in on the ground floor. You know
Man
what I mean?
versus goat.
Yeah, and a lot of headshots. So we're gonna be talking.
The goats are gonna win.
Yeah, they're gonna win. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's gonna be good to watch. Fun.
The goats go over every time.
It's what I watch bull riding for. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, any event with a bull in it, I've never not rooted for the bull. You want to run from him?
And also, he's never not had a huge advantage. You can duct tape his balls up around his head if you want to, but he's gonna win this thing. Like, he's gonna get you off of him in a minute, then he's gonna run his horn anyway.
How much to get you to run from the bulls in Spain?
Not enough.
No.
Not a penny.
By the
Remember,
way,
we talked earlier that running is a skill.
yes, it
and
is.
It's a skill that I no longer have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Last time I did it, I fell and broke a rib. So look, not one I've mastered in my 40s.
You fell, dude. You fell hard.
Yeah. Broke stuff.
Me and her probably still wouldn't be talking.
You know where you taste metal afterwards for some reason? You don't know why.
Yeah.
You're just like, there's a funny something right here. And I don't know. It's hey,
Like after you smoke meth in a Coke can. It feels like my teeth are disintegrating as we speak.
never had that feeling, but
God bless you.
it sounds intense. It sounds intense. I'll tell you that.
Intense indeed.
Before we get out of
Probably
here,
should have left off on the tosser.
we can go back and edit. Before we get out of here, we do got to do our top dog and our thankful minute.
Oh, yes.
As we first, our top dog segment, we ask you, are you a better sports entertainer than 3 different sports entertainers?
Yep.
You tell us, are you a better sports entertainer than them? Here we go, dog.
Oh, my God.
Are you a better...
If one of them is Chuck Palumbo, somebody's getting fired.
It is not.
Okay. Good. Everybody's job is safe.
Are you a better sports entertainer than Mark Henry?
Oh, man, that ain't fair.
Woo!
And he's even in a sexual chocolate outfit.
I know. That was a great
I don't know,
time,
man. I think Road Dogg, to be quite honest, I say this is a tie.
Okay.
I will say this is the first tie because I do feel like Mark Henry, Road Dogg, we've been at it for a minute. We kind of been at it together for a long time. And you know what I mean? We've been back and forth and always been friends, him and my whole family. And so I'm going to say tie.
How many times do you think you've been in the ring with him?
I'm going to say 50.
How's that strength when he gets a hold of you?
Well, he don't know he has it, for one thing. But everybody else does. And so also those 50 matches were like his first 55. I was the 50 of them. And Billy and I'd go, God Almighty, just tag in D-Lo. Please tag D-Lo in. This is hard. He actually was a big sponge and just a lovable dude too. You know what I mean? Like, look, I know people ribbed him or whatever. I don't remember what that was all about. But I think once people got to know Mark, it's a totally different animal then, man. Everybody loves Mark Henry, and if you don't, you need to be slapped in the ear like Stossel slapped.
By him.
Yeah. Big, strong claw. Ugh.
Well, this next one's got a big, strong claw as well, my friend.
Oh, the Sheik.
No.
The spoiler.
Are you a better sports entertainer than the one and only Mr. Stan Hansen?
Oh, yes.
Woo.
But I'm not half the man.
Woo! Let me tell you.
Look, I'll tell you, he wouldn't claim to be a sports entertainer. That would make him angry, I think. Look at him right there, for the love of God. And can't see a lick. He can't see you right now, but he's going to swing that cowbell at you as hard as he can. And the forearms and the clotheslines and all of that is just, I see a blurry person there. I'm going to try to knock its head off. That's what he did. I would have just cried. I would have been holding on to the turnbuckle and just crying.
Met him at a convention, and he's 100 years old.
Oh yeah.
And was still intimidated.
Yes, 100%. Dude, me and Billy met him, and it was like, okay. It was like, but still, there was.
Yeah.
Billy has no idea because Billy's not a wrestling fan. Like, he's like, oh, who was that? And I was like, whatever, Billy, just shut up. He's like, oh, there's whoever, Mike O'Hearn, whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm like, who? Anyway, so we met him and thought the same thing, but we got a picture. One of my favorite pictures of me and Billy is with daggum Stan Hansen. He looks like our uncle. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we just come over here, Uncle Steve. Get in here, you son of a. And it's the toughest, baddest man on the planet.
Don't swing that cowbell.
Anyway. He was tough. Yeah, I'm a better sports entertainer than him, but I'm not even half the man. And I prostrate myself before you and beg your forgiveness, sir.
The man I used to be.
'Cause he's stiff and I like to work fake. I'm half the man.
All right, last but not least, from our producer, Dom, are you a better sports entertainer than Hangman Adam Page?
Oh, I know this is going to get a lot of heat, but
Good
yes.
kid.
Yes, I am. I don't know him. I have met him. I have passed him by. We have done the lucha spot passerby, but I don't know him. But yes, I'm a better sports entertainer than he is. If we're talking about wrestling, he could probably work circles around me. Probably could on my best day. But I didn't know if we were getting gold medals with broken freaking necks, or if we were talking about cash and checks here, you know.
Hey, and he's so early in his career.
Oh,
so
man.
Early.
Yeah, bright kid, kind kid. He was respectful. Everything felt right about him. I just don't know any more than that. But he's got a long way to go, and not a short time to get there. He's
Long
bound.
way to go.
Just watch old Bandit run.
Watch old
Hell,
hangman.
football on the pedal. Hell, never mind them brakes. Or let it all hang out, cause you gotta run to me. Boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and I'll put that hammer down and give 'em hell.
My favorite part of
You
that
gotta love
is
a
that
good-
you sang the first half into your cup.
Into
and
my
realized-
Stanley Cup.
And then realized
It wasn't a
you had to-
microphone.
Yeah, you had to leave them out of your emotional support.
I never
Stanley.
claimed to be smart.
All right, before we get out of here, this has been off the rails, which is exactly why we love doing Ask Dog Anything.
Me too. Thank you.
We have
guys.
got to get to the thankful minute, Dog, where we give you 60 seconds. You tell us something you're thankful for in your life.
Yep.
Let's throw up that clock and let's get to going.
Okay. So the one thing I'm thankful for, and I thank God for this every day of my life, is my wife. My wife, as we started recording here, we were like, oh, the water main broke, and there's this and that. And so just chaos going on at home. And she goes, well, they're on it. We got to get a new thing, 2K, whatever. What else is new? You know what I mean? Like, she just handles it, and it's just, here we go. And she's just always so strong and so smart when it comes to just making a decision on the you know what I mean, not with how she feels, but what's the right information, and what, like, I don't know, she's just always been there for me, and I'm so thankful to have her. Thank God some of my children have traits that came from her, and again, I thank God for Tracy Elaine James, and I'll do it again before I go to bed tonight.
Yeah, nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Richard
Happy
the Gimp.
wife, happy life.
Sit down.
Thank you. Oh,
Yes.
the Gimp was
He
standing.
stood up. Yeah, he gave me a standing O. And I
Oh, he got
appreciate that,
excited.
but I hit the shot collar as soon as he.
Nicely done.
I stumbled on shot collar because I am also a shot caller. You know what I mean?
You
a big
are.
baller of sorts.
Really?
Yeah.
You have blades on your Impala.
No, you know what? I don't.
Want to be a baller.
I want to look
caller.
into that. I'm going to look into that.
20-inch blades
Oh, right.
on the Impala.
On the Impaler. I'm going to look into the blades.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
18-inch. I'm not a
Really? Not a big 20-inch guy.
big 20-inch guy, but I saw him. Anyway, let's get out
Don't
of
mean
here.
to brag. I've got 22-inch blades on my.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
Your
that?
your car cost $185,000.
It's from all the YTXs we did.
You just snotted on your own joke. You could not say that with a straight face.
I could not. All right. And thanks to
Yeah.
everybody who sent us a question. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dom,
thank
for all
you
your
guys,
hard
man.
work. Thanks for putting yourself over in the middle of our show, Dom.
Yep.
We appreciate
We had
that.
a Dom break.
We'll have a meeting later after that. Thank you,
I'll probably
Dog,
cancel it.
for getting me a wrestling belt for Christmas. I know you can't
Yes.
wait to get that. A lot going on here today.
There is a
Thank you
lot
to-
going on. Merry Christmas is all I got to say.
Thanks to Dog. Thanks to Dog's wife for taking care of the water main.
Yeah, we'll
while
find
he-
out when I
They
get
talk
home.
to the masses.
I
today.
can't take a shower again, so.
Thanks, everybody. You can get this exclusive content over at bagofjohnsons.com, where we do the YTXs, the YouTube exclusives.
Right.
You can also get these episodes early, like you saw some of the people talk about. We, of course, drop it to everybody on Thursdays, but you can get yours on Wednesdays, plus tons of exclusive content over at adfreeshows.com.
It's cool to listen to us, but there's also other stuff over there.
There he is. Just did a Q&A with Mr. Larry Zabisco that was super fun.
How was that?
He is,
Casio kid.
as
How
you
was
know,
that?
he's a living legend.
Yes, man, he is, and he is just that. That's a fact.
You know, my favorite moment was when somebody asked him about one of the belts he won, and he goes, "Don't remember it. I won a lot, pal." Imagine winning so many belts in your career.
Well, I haven't won that many, not only belts but matches. So I don't have that problem, Larry.
He talked about getting a blade broke off in his rear end.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling, somebody stabbed him, and he had a taxi cab flipped over. He's had some things happen.
Yeah. He's lived a life, man.
So he
Zabisco
had a fun time with him and more.
Yeah,
you can see all those exclusive Q&As only over at adfreeshows.com. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Follow us on social media. Like, subscribe. Here's what I want you to do if you're watching on YouTube or if you're ad-free shows or wherever you consume this. If there's a comment section, go ahead and comment below a fun name for one of Mr. Brian James's goats. We want goat names.
Yep, because we're about to have some babies.
Are you?
Yes, we might need more than one name.
Is that what happens when you palm strike one? They are
well,
just
you have to do it
pregnant.
repetitively, really fast.
Give us goat names like Goaty One Kenobi in the comment section.
Don't do them like Goaty One Kenobi.
Please. I want all the funny goat names that we can get, and we will read those on this show.
Yes, we will, and I will name a goat baby a name. That's a fact.
You could name one of Mr. Road Dogg's
goats. And there's a lot of talk about goats these days. Goat this.
What other podcast brings you things like that? I know you can get. They have all these Patreons where you get all kind of weird stuff.
And you get like facts and important stuff that's important to learn. We'll let you name one of my goats.
Yeah, that's how we roll here.
That's what we bring to the table.
And if that ain't enough on the table, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Oh,
Jerry Reed.